Welcome. Добро пожаловать. This what I was working on a new outfit model for oh, I'm still in the tavern, but I'm in modern outfit. Oh, oh, oh. Nah, I will put a standard outfit like for a while, just showing off. As I said, we have a like the face is the same. The face is the same. The same face. I'm using the same face over and over again. Again, aviator glasses because like you could like. And I used like aviator glasses a lot when doing thumbnails for Yakuza like a Dragon 7. And hi, hello, Mr. Kingu. Hello, I'm. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. I'm showing off my Yakuza outfit that I made finished making yesterday. Here we have a little pendant that I reused my shoulder pattern from my usual outfit to a pendant chain. The clothes also move, but a little bit. I might love your videos. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Long form videos, short form videos, reactions, voiceovers, streams. Every time when I'm trying to speak, the tier lists. This one time when I used 6 streams to organize my animal list. Which one do you like most? Yes, a little handkerchief. The bottom of the suit moves a little bit. I did not add anything to hands. Any movement to hands. Streams? Oh, you watch streams? Oh, thank you. Yo, on Trava? And yeah, I did not add anything to the legs. Like so, yeah. Yeah, also should like set up other expression other than aviator glasses. I can turn them off, I can turn them on, I can turn them off, I can turn them on. Can I be in you? Of course, I don't know the right Trova terminology, but go forward. I don't actually know how this platform works. And you already hear the last word, Mr. Kingu. So yeah, that's a model that I will use when we return to Yakuza series, like a Dragon, like Infinite 12. I bought on a sale. Just the question is, I know. I see you are in a spoiler. No, thank you. Oh, buffering. We're buffering. There's buffering back, but not much. 10%? That percentage is not much. Right, thank you. So yeah, we will use this model on like a Dragon series, on any modern games like Eternights. This one about anime dating sim, Danganronpa, no, not Danganronpa, Master Detective Archives, Master Code. I'm outside your house. No, you're not. Don't lie to me. You are not outside my house. Yes, I'm in this fantasy tavern. You're definitely not outside of my own house. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Even if you are what? I'm a dead spirit. Oh. Oh. My condolences. How did you die? How did this happen? Are you possessing anything in particular? Anyone in particular? Did you not finish something in your life, so you had to wander the earth forever and ever? Should I guide you to the afterlife? Or somewhere to bring you to the, like, to fulfill your desire so you could live this earth and fulfill your dreams and something. And a car accident happened outside your house? Where do you get a car in a isekai fantasy world? I wonder who was this the genius engineer that made a car. So I'm a ghost. Okay. Okay. A ghost you are. Okay. I kind of lost the track of what I was saying. So yeah, I made a model for a more modern day stuff. I will. What else? What else I was doing yesterday other than that? A thumbnail for Elden Ring, for the next stream of Elden Ring. Instead of looking for a tower, I ended up in a magical academy. How it was called? Raya Lucaris. So yeah, that would be the next thumbnail for Elden Ring. It's really hard to see a handle of a sword, so, but it will be something like this. Where's the tower? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so, what else? I'm coming into your house. Okay, you come into my house. You inside my walls. You, around. Okay. Right now. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Okay, I believe you. I have no choice but to believe that you're somewhere around. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but we are here to continue with Final Fantasy XVI. I'm gonna murder you. That's not nice. Ha 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 ha. That's not nice to say. That's really not nice to say to a person that you like met at the same day. Man, decide already. Are you a ghost or are you a devil? Are you part of the Netherworld or are you? I'm a devil. Are you part of the Netherworld? Are you part of the other world? Are you an intangible spirit? Are you a demonic being? Decide. You must decide. You must decide who you are. Specifically, you can say, I'm a ghost, but I'm also a devil, but I'm also a cyberpunk runner, but also ballerina, or something. You must decide. I mean, my Meister? You meant mimic? Like a chest that's constantly trying to eat people? I can mimic your voice?
Oh yeah. I would see how you would mimic my voice.
Because I can speak in so much different range.
That you definitely can repeat after.
Go on. I would I would look someone who will try to. Are you streaming right now? If I look you up on Travel, I find you streaming right now, and here you maybe possibly mimicking my voice. No sakengu. This channel currently not in network. Don't stuff together. Dota 2? Battlegrounds? Rust? Seriously? There are a lot of PvP games. Man. The only cooperative out of this is Don't Stuff Together. That's sad. You have no taste. Man. RPGs. Play RPGs. Or point and click quest or I don't know, action Devil May Cry. But seriously, Dota 2? In this day and age? I can say that Dota's Dragon's Blood is a good TV series, but but video game, no. Nope, I tried to play it. And this community was not welcome. Everyone called me a deer. It was not fun. I'm a goat after all. Oh, anyway. Final Fantasy 16. We need to continue with Final Fantasy 16. Did I wanted to say something else? It was Friday. No, I don't remember that anything else happened during the day. Okay, my dead twin ghost devil that's inside my walls. Also, are we gonna find out what this vile woman plots? Also, I can say vile woman on Twitch. I can say only not good woman because by Twitch moderation censorship, women can be vile apparently. Which it's fun. It's fun that I can't call stream properly and like poetically because of these little restrictions. It's a little bit fun and a little bit strange, but it is what it is. Oh no, I said the thing. The other guy says. Loading. This game is currently loading. Console. Loading the console. Also probably should put down weapons. Where are we going? Game. Console. Why? I'm still making sounds instead of let the silence speak for itself. Probably can't fight with it. And I should train myself in order to like speak more properly in this English language that is not native of mine. I'm supposed to move here, somewhere here. Para. Yeah. But most important, not to say code out loud. Out of Shadows. 63%. I play for 25 hours. A future update. Here? Is it? I'm supposed to be this big? Here? Yeah. I really hope the sound is... Oh. First I need to put it to 80. So all could hear it. And -10 is okay for the sound of a game. So could hear everything properly. Now, I need to speak with Sota, but was I doing a side quests activities in order to acquire gear? Dragon Slayer Sash and Dragon Slayer Bracers. So I have the best current equipment in the game. No, I finished the quest, the main quest with beating up Atlas, and we returned to a hideaway. And I could save here, because they're not letting you save on a main map. Wow, it's so loud. There's no new recipes from Forge.
Why haven't we heard anything?
Try to stay calm.
So we need to speak with Soto.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing. Well, no surprises.
Is that new Hans? But what do I get from the Hans? So many. Walker Desert Dalmatia. Soul Stingers. Grimalkin? It's a cat. Tiger? The Nine of Knives. What a name. The Nine of Knives. The Breaker of what? The Breaker of Worlds? What a name. Let's read it. A hill to die on. Like me refusing to play PvP games. And saying that story is like the most greatest part of video games. No, a hill will lie down alone, if need to be, on my opinion. Among Republican merchants reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature. A creature indeterminate in... New York, unique, New York, unique, New York. New York, unique, New York. She sells seashells on the seashore. A creature indeterminate in nature. What is this tongue twister? A creature indeterminate. A creature indeterminate in nature. Oh, I could say it. A creature indeterminate in nature, but quite decided in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only of the desert traders, but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip through the Valcroy. So what is this creature that's out there? A black mass? Is it another slime creature? Soul Stingers. A swarm of vicious Vilkin has of late made its nest near an abandoned village in the fields of Korava? And as the hive has grown, so too has its hunger. Already the stripped corpses of great beasts have been sighted in the vicinity. Should Vilkin be left to their own devices, the nearby settlements shall surely be reduced to naught by a collection of bleached bones within 12 moon. I saw a bunch of insects. Who is Grimalkin? Just over the sickle, the road that leads from Dalimil to the Joe lies a dead-end canyon into which travelers moving at night are wont to stray, providing a constant supply of sustenance for a feline most foul. With the daytime desert heat ever its own threat to life, and merchants ever mindful not to waste their last shards of crystal on the lighting of lamps, only the monster demise might save them. Okay. So, defeat the threat to merchants and travelers. The Nine of Knives. Dalmatian traders are wont to say... What? No, what kind of sentence is this? Dalmatian traders are wont to say a prayer for unwary travelers journeying from Dalimil to Drake's Fang. For there looks a bloodthirsty brigand, one who appears to be more interested in letting the blood of his quarry than he is in any gil or goods he might plunder from their caravans. If the road is to be made safe again, then at least one traveler passing through the place must not flee, but stand and fight. So just one bandit? Just a one bandit! That sounds quite epic. The breaker of the breaker of worlds. Urgent notice to all cruise breakers due to discovery of the fallen giant in Rosarian ruins, who have lately been investigating all work in the region, is to be halted with immediate effect, and all members are to proceed no further than village gate. Lest the echo should be awakened by our presence, no further action may be taken without Sid's express permission. Sid! That's us! Where's the current Sid? Oh. Alright, Otto. What you gonna say to me?
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
We defeated the Titan!
I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it.
Is she gonna go back to her party?
Means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Oh, it's time for a history lesson. Of a geopolitical map of this medieval continent.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang.
I have a feeling I'm mixing up
I've never
two
seen such
countries
rich
as one.
before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus?
No.
One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
She's eager to show us a history lesson.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud.
Holy, it is the one with Odin
It
King?
can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Huh.
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
Is he gonna be okay?
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I
Oh,
suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Macaron, Blackthorn, and Harpocrates. Alright, with all these people we will speak, deliver the message, but like the news of this villain demise would not return the people that were lost. Does it really make them feel better?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Blackthorn. Do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooker is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Alright. He waited to hear these words. That I did not expect. I thought he would be like, okay. But no, it was a little bit more emotional.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No, I'll provide one.
To share mine, actually. Hugo Cooker is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Kids,
He is. The big baby.
kids, come on.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
I know he wasn't a good man, but they're a little bit too happy that the guy's dead.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Cooker fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing.
So he is an alien from another dimension.
Was absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw
In our world.
with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Oh. New update in the Forge, new update in the Forge. What can we update in the Forge?
What do you need? What's saying Fordian, do you?
Enchanter +1. Earth and Fury. Invite it. Diamond Sword +1. Don't we have 255 right now? Ah, we have 225. Wait. White Wormbone. White Wormbow. I have a feeling that White Wormbone will drop out from some hunt, but which one? A closer inspection of this hefty broadsword will reveal diamonds on neither its hilt nor its blade. So why isn't the use of the precious gemstone in its name? The answer lies in its blade, into which the dust of fallen ruins has been hammered during its forging, rendering its die unbreakable, much like a diamond.
No scratches, right?
So craft reinforce diamond sock plus 2 265.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
So I have Enchancer plus 2 right now. Maybe I can buy diamond sword.
Anything else?
Ooh. Kort scimitar. Maybe we don't need diamond sword.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
I could buy Enchancer here instead of crafted. Too late. So I have Enchancer. Diamond sword we can get somewhere in the world. Potions at maximum. That's all. Indeed. For now. Is there any new appearances? Black, normal, Snow White, Turgle, Snowy Turgle, normal, equipped. White worm.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
White worm. White wormash.
You're seeing troops amassing.
Who fits the description of white worm? Black boulder creature. Breaker of bolts. It's supposed to be Leviathan. Location unknown. Dalmatian. White Wermash. None of them fit the description of white worm. Alright, Otto, what will you say to me?
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well,
Ooh.
when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Is that a Sid's grave? Wait, Mid is the daughter of Sid. I thought Vivian was daughter of Sid. Did Sid have multiple daughters, or it was always Mid?
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Either way, we need to speak with her. Maybe she will tell us something like, "No, you can have an airship." That would be fun.
It hasn't been
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
On a luck lived a queen and goblins free, but he not did the goblins their queen, and so, full of wrath, did she banish them to shore, where they supped on mud till their lips turned black, and they begged to return, and good of heart the queen she did take them back. So goblins were terrible, but queen was forgiving?
Pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
If I don't come up with something soon.
It is time, mate.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
What?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which
Not relying on
is where the
sails.
stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Oh. Oh, so it's important.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Okay.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Thermal plating, so the ship would actually work and not blow up. So we need to make a plating. Then we need to find 3 parts in order to make the ship. The parts of the engine, so the ship would work and not to blow up. And then we'll have a... how it's called? I don't remember how the parachod calls in English. But it's not working on Steam. Steamship? Steamship? No, not Steamship. It's not gonna be a steamship, it will work on a magic crystals. On a ether itself, does it also consume like ether from atmosphere? Which will result in a blade? In a sea?
Blackthorn. Can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Nastasia, how to go about building oneself a full set of thermal plating to dissipate heat from around the Mithril engine? Should one find oneself in need of such a thing?
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will ya?
All right.
Well, what can I say?
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still,
I can
if
ban?
that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
So where should I find necessary materials?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Otto, you with me?
Otto, you're with me.
All right then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. Might be worth hiring porters at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
Ah, he wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Make for the river in the south of Velcroy. South of Velcroy. Find a way to travel. The side quests over there. All kinds of different ones. What's this different small side quests?
Good day to you, Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worthless.
It's not just...
We had to dig a new cellar.
Are we buffering right now? Like as nothing works. Now it seems it's okay. At least here. Here. No, not anymore. Not buffering? Strange.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Hello, Sid. Take a seat where you like.
Speak with the residents of Lostwing.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
What exactly is happening around here?
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Which one was Tail? Is it merchant from the Empire that sells crystals like illegally?
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I don't have to speak with everyone. So this side quest will lead me to some battle. Or I can go through the bush. It's too sick.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
Oh, that's not good.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you?
That's overkill.
Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
first. Deal with magician first. Sergeant. Not quite a finishing move. Берет magic dash.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
I wonder when they added this function to immediately return to recipient.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand.
Me
Why
too.
him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Yikes.
He faced no punishment whatsoever.
What?
I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Are you sure it's side quest? Why is there some war starting?
I'm not going to change his mind.
Okay, this happened. We started a war by just doing some side quest. Okay. What's happening down here? Okay, I suppose. I have no idea how Trava operates. Ah, side quest? Will this one also start a war?
Take a sniff, good sir. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Second baker?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Use your loaf of bread or something. Oh, the Joe. Somewhere here in this location is a bandit. A brigand. A powerful enemy. Jill said that she will join us on our next adventure, but she's not here with us.
Time to fight.
Oh man. Fighting with Bert is so meddlesome. I see. This is supposed to be a brigand. The Nine of Knives.
My blade yet hungers, so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Oh.
Your feasting days are over.
How could you miss so much? Oh, 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 oh. Pocket sand! He used pocket sand on us! Are you for real? I can't land a hit on him. One shot, second shot. What is under arms? Ow. Ow.
That's all ready.
How can I? How could I land an attack? Take down, topple. Bomb. Attack.
You're finished.
What a tough opponent.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Indeed. No, and all of this was because we were on a quest to find a baker that did not came to a job.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I?
I don't
Certainly
know,
not
are
a
you?
baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you miss the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back.
Giant Mother Crystal?
What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Oh, I don't know. How do you continue despite everything? Express yourself. Remember the good times. Focus on your work. Live in the present, here and now. What? Yeah, don't Don't worry of what will be in the future or what was in the past. Just here and now. Focus on your work.
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
What?
Wait.
How did it help?
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
And how this advice helped, exactly?
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all.
He a little bit too obsessed with the Fang.
Inside, she's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master,
Not sugar?
Found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
By making sweet buns?
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Goblin coin.
Now, Dusan, I know you're king, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master, I'll go and get some
most
more.
fragrant herbs
The
and
finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Make for the river in the south of Velcroy. Trader is a little bit far away.
Found the river. Now where's Otto?
Is there a chance there's also other type of enemies? Like this big and dangerous Grimalkin or stingers, as they're called.
ready go.
Grimalkin, stingers, some blob. Some wolves. Surely somewhere in this area there should be creatures to hunt. That's a plant. Plant enemy. Not something dangerous and powerful. Definitely not here.
Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Stardust. We are here to gather Stardust. Just like this. Collect Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Why? Here's 3. Where's 2 more? Stardust. Stardust. Where to find more of a Stardust? There? Where is the last one? Is it near the river? I was looking up here, but it's not up. Maybe it's down. Yeah, down by the river.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Legends has it that a star once fell from the heavens and punctured a hole in Dalmatian desert when sprang the fountain to the river Valkyrie.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Cid did.
Okay.
About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pin.
Now I wonder what Gaffoot said.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
We collected materials for plating only. Wait. Potions. What if we'll find more of our enemies?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
White worm material probably drops from Bahamut.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Mid. Oh. That makes it so much faster.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Did he really just call her what's her name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air.
I'm not an engineer, so I don't know.
Were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand.
I did.
Said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Letting off steam too. Lobert Pass. Lobert Pass.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Now, are they preparing to war? Because I made the side quest. Or it would happen nevertheless. Now I have to travel all the way there. Alright. The atmosphere here became much more darker. Yeah, that's the right road.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
300 meters away. This Lobert Pass. We need to travel to Spire. No, 16. With 34. So much more powerful.
Straight home now.
Really?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Oh no, it's not a beholder.
Your unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Do not stand inside. Giant magic. Topple. Wow, incredibly overpowered against this creature. It's not gonna work second time. Move on.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Eye of the Warrior. Stress tonic duration? There was a chest in the cutscene. Throw back the meat. But there was a chest nearby. Here. This meteorite.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Of course.
Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
I think Mid might need some help.
All the way back to Harpocrates. Well, I'm still here. Закатери Далмекия, Empty Hovel Далмекия, Velcroy Desert Далмекия, Hill to Down, Black Boulder. Didn't notice any black boulder. Crossbreakers did discovery of fallen giant.
We're seeing troops amassing in every quarter.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Thermal shielding designs. A baffling diagram made all the more confounding by the preponderance of question marks and blemished sword borders.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames.
Moondew.
Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
I need help. Help.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Well, by lore, I suppose. Of course, he will have to go with Jill.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus. I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, Have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
It should be Jill. By all like story reasons, it should be Jill. I also like Tarja. But okay, Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have
Indeed.
thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Northreach markets. Whenever they could be. In the December queue.
Now, where's Jill?
You're a good boy.
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread. Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts? I can never tell.
It looks like bread and pie.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Pepper nuts and garlic. Garlic should be everywhere available.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here.
Garlic was easy. What about pepper nuts? Do you have nuts? Do you have these nuts? Oh no, I made these nut jokes. I'm too old for this.
What do you want? And
The edible fruit of the Pepio plant is prized by chocobo breeders. Also, the superstition that it lends to a stat beyond addition stamina seems largely founded on its blushing swollen forms at any quantifiable results. Quantifiable? Quantifiable. Quantifiable results.
thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
I found nuts and garlic. And that's bread.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Is there some serious conversation we shall hear now?
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No. No, it's not.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
A nice wholesome moment. And it still didn't end.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
Indeed.
I will. You too.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Yay!
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
Quest complete. And now we can finally build a ship.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then. So, Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Sometime later. As it's all free parts that she installed.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
What?
Didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
I was afraid for a moment that I have to collect all materials all over again. It's time, Mid.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Indeed.
And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
500 renown.
I don't have that one. You do. You earned this.
Star Watches. Ability points.
Here you are.
Materials. The meteorites.
You earned this.
Cleric medallion. And we don't know what
Best of
next
luck
will
out
be.
there, Sid.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She...
Indeed.
did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
She lied to me! Because she does not want to meet with... to visit the grave of her father?
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you.
What?
By the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
The report that we're expecting
Don't mention it.
about the well-loot movements.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the going on in the free cities by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Talamon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canadian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards. No matter how deserted and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmates are rapping in at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moment or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship will and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration, your loving uncle. Simon? Siren? Sharon? Tyron? I can read. The wrong one.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Uh-huh.
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
However, see, since legacy, I can travel back to Hideaway.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once.
Ah.
With us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Cute.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
Indeed.
You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot!
It is dangerous pass that we go in.
Caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad market. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
And thus we travel forth. Just last 2 crystals.
Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
First the one of a vampire, and then the ones with audience invalued. What is this plus side quest that we have here? All the way in the mid dungeon. There was a black turn and down the ladder. No, up the ladder and then down the ladder.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Why not?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream.
What?
So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Oh, I'm up for a job, huh?
Right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Weird signs. The name is the same as our old TV show about a djinn from a PC, of all things. But we can't travel on the map, we have to go to the story mission. Where is the Bomb King? Rivnan's hand for Bomb King, Kupo? If so, capabilities that might interest you. Birang? The Croc Sumberkill? A curse breaker aiming for the Imperial chase took the rock tower into a nearby wood. Within she discovered the ruins of fallen airship, and within them a beast akin of a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the groove. The soldier later defied the creature in the Almanic of Echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was until the time the size of the expected therein. Eastern Dalmatia. We have to travel from this country to the whole new one. Onward. Until dawn.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Good boy.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Oh, I see planted pieces up ahead. No, another side quest? They need help, guys.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
Just like that?
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but We've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Okay.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods.
What if this
While you're
two
seeing to
are
those
bandits?
You keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
There's a chance that's...
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
The last one standing. Hold. There's damage. There's the damage. Yard. There's the fire.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
And what are the chances that these two are not thieves? They just wanted to steal from the bandits. Crystals. Oh no, what? Cabbages.
All of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
These two are definitely up to something.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Is it ruins like dungeon where we fought Ultima? Who's left? Did Jill just coughed after using too much magic? Maybe we should not let her prime? Because she might not survive? The final sin. Soon they'll make in the Republic.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men.
What's not to like?
Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Did he felt something? Meanwhile, seat of the Imperial Court. Intelligence Chamber, Imperial Palace.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
What?
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen.
What?
Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
Oh, another one who's got complex.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
You're delusional, old man.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sambrec.
What's the meaning of a flower?
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only.
Oh, yeah?
Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrec, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Slow down a little bit here, Warhammer.
Forgive me. This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Luncheon? Not just lunch?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen
Base-born?
high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
Oh, he's a bastard.
You know of my blood.
Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Is there anything here? Oh, planned. Just a plant and nothing else.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened.
Oh. I will have a lot of ability points. Maybe we need to actually spend them. Limit break. Don't want Titan. Judgment bolt level 3. 1, 2. I barely use this blind justice. What do I have here? Merchants traveling to the city. Six desert roses. How big is this map? Steps of the Forgotten. Another pumpkin maybe, I'm not sure. I want to take a little break. I will return soon. Alright, I'm back. From a small toilet break. We can continue and go first. There's such a chance there's like the boss battle hidden somewhere there. Doesn't seem so. Maybe not yet.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Company.
The boobs! Continuing force.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Where he might be.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Out of my sight, Brett.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. Farewell.
Peaches and pears.
The booklet
Wonders
markets.
from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
Bread.
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Oh man.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find good.
Why it always bureaucracy and documents and won't let you to travel.
He must be around here somewhere.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
But welcome, 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 raiders. Welcome. We're looking for a big man. And I tried it out. Yeah, how could you not notice this big guy here?
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
What have you done?
Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed us pass. It's gone. We can't ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Here. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
Who?
Wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure naught else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Looking for a woman that was red chocobo.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next and check.
Crimson Caravans.
Peaches and pears.
Ah. That's it?
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
What?
We're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
She did.
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then we can be on our way.
Can we?
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either.
We're not traders.
Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Why? Pickpocketers? Pickpocketers.
Since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
Oh man.
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
Oh.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A
Not
pleasure
said.
doing business with you, Clive.
Selected. You accept the crimson color from Eloise.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Is it not carpenters? Wood carvers, stone carvers, furniture makers. Ah, wait a second. I can do it from metal with forgery.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Peaches and pears.
Some tables can be metal.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Who stole our trader's pass?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without...
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
A bunch of stools and cabinets are wooden. Furniture makers. Woodcrafters. Fish. Oh, fishmonger. Fishmonger.
Won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will...
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know, then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
What?
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Really incredibly hard.
Twinside.
Child.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Okay, that's a normal boy. If he's not lying.
Show them your trader's pass.
I hope you're not pickpocketing.
It'll keep you warm.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job. Doing something dangerous.
Oh, man.
Promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Honza. Dangerous job. High chances of pickpocketing.
Peaches and pears.
If it's not him, it's people that put him to work.
Porter for hire.
That's that then.
She must have been the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Kids.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
Oh no!
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Oh. Ah, I see you. It's a trap. Ambush?
Shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
No? Is it customs?
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are.
He looks like Harbord, like the hero of Final Fantasy XIV.
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
Eloise?
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore.
What do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Quest complete. But halfway through? Shouldn't there be more?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them.
And how would we do that?
Traders pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then.
Alright then.
Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
They will know.
They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Blood from the
Leitney's Cleft is to
stones.
the south past the camp.
There's probably some secret passage to the lair.
That's that then.
Would be a nice homage if it would be 40 cast stones. Like Alibaba and 40 bandits. But we also have to open the cave door with the words open Sesame. They look like bandits. Are they bandits? Probably.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own. I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
So just simple tax. No one important. Magician, beat up magician.
We got company. That's the lot.
That would be an overkill. Alright, now we can deal with the simple soldiers.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
That's a bandit camp. So close to the road? Not conspicuous at all.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck! It's that guard from Bocklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
Ow.
Let's try.
Shocking bolt. For him.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Travel all the way back. Okay. To the Elise.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
He was a big help.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid.
I know!
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
Oh.
No idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one.
Indeed.
What would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
Another one.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Seal giant. The emblem's giant in a color and compass?
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
$9 million is a little bit too much. Oh, Trader's Pass.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Let me
Side quests?
Pardon me, but would you have that well-notched steel and impressive physique? I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts said to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis.
Story?
Were you ever party to a finer proposition?
I might as well.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
And what's the other quest around?
Order for hire. Best service.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken,
I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Why not?
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here.
Did you saw a sellsword?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
When I heard about grey hair, I thought that he also has two swords, and maybe the Witcher.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
And here's the well. Bandits. It can be this fast and easy.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Follow the researcher all the way there. But yes, we also need to find the sellsword.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Oh.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Why she didn't want us to know about the cell sort? That's suspicious.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
What? Just like that? Ancient sort? A marked lack of weapons left from the age of the fallen could either suggest there was a society in which peace prevailed, or one in which those in power were unable to be contested. Those few weapons that do remain are found to be extremely lightweight and are indestructible, but unfortunately impossible to duplicate in modern-day forges. Not curved, but there's more damage. It was just laying around in a chest, somewhere in the desert. Goblins!
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
Goblin Prince? What a tough goblin.
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph?
What?
So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
That's the opposite of Goblin Slayer. Goblin Savior?
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead, and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We can go back and finish this quest because we still need to help out the researcher over there. Now let us do so. No. But we just met with goblins.
Alright then. Who's first?
Let me guess, there will be the third fight when he gets in trouble.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
Again, we must fight. Probably with some big creature right now. It will be mini boss battle. No? Ruins of precursors. That's the name. Предтечи. That I forgot about previously. Precursors.
He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Ow. Oh.
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
So what? No reason to endangering himself to all of these monsters. Just no one wanted to listen to him.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
And we can finish this quest at the same time.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Quest complete. Oh, we'll level up. Yeah, we'll level up. Now we can continue with the main quest.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Peaches and pears.
Come on, come on!
Caravan stops.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really want to be.
Here you are, good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it!
Indeed.
Thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have
She
to
sure would.
Well, and Theo too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss Earl's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the Stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
Right. We have a place on the wagon.
And documents. I should come through without any problems, right?
Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
But mercenaries...
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
Feet of the Imperial Court.
I see.
Reception chamber.
And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade.
And Bahamut will have to rise.
If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
Again with the flower.
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear.
Like a snake.
That his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
Call her a snake. It wouldn't be wrong, probably.
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
Bitch! She doesn't even care about flour.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Well, Dion is our ally, but we'll have to fight him due to circumstances.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Okay, he speaks with conviction. From Boklad to the Crystalline Dominion, the Isles of Ark. For years, Drixdale has provided this relatively tiny nation with wide-reaching influence rarely afforded nations of the same size. At the dead of night, sneaking around there's a city square. Well, no one there.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
is it, boy?
What's happening over there? Which one is it? Bahamut or Phoenix?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Torgal!
This way.
Fire in the sky.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure.
And this will I have to save. Why I can save right now?
Looking for the square.
The one with the bell tower. The middle of town, right?
Well, we have to go through the sevens then.
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight. And spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear. The people
People come to no harm.
Those were Imperial dragoons.
I'll have to fight with dragoons again. Okay, we have to go to through the sevens and I can't see.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
Maybe now. Oh, in this section I can save. Thank you. Yeah, we will continue with Harsh Clive's Odyssey in the next Saturday. Okay, update and put the rest mod. Alright. So, by the schedule, on Tuesday we have Wayfinder. On Thursday, Elden Ring. On in my time zone, between Thursday and Friday in the night, in 3:30 in the morning, there would be PC Game Awards. Jeff Keighley, the Game Awards, where they will show a bunch of new trailers and put a bunch of awards that gamers did not want it for. Or where we can question all the nominees that would be happening and ask why. Why certain games would win here and there. So, and on Saturdays, continuing with Final Fantasy. So, thank you everyone who visited the stream, everyone who will watch this VOD. If you want this channel to live and grow, please support me here on all social media, share my videos when you think worth sharing. To job platforms from YouTube to Twitch to Trovo to Blue Sky to Twitter to whatsoever. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next videos and streams. Bye.